Alright, so we'll go last map. Moon Fortnite. I think Moon has been doing a lot of the GTA roleplay, right? I think that's what he's been doing. At least that's what whenever I've looked at his stream. Oh, dude, this freaking comp, man. This comp is actually so funny, dude. I remember the first time we freaking scrimmed with Team USA and they ran this dude. I was like, dude, I want to play Ryan. I was like, why does Super get to play Ryan, man? He literally just goes up here and he just charges, dude. It just YOLO charges, jump, and then, oh, he doesn't. No, there it is. There's the charge, man. Like, I don't know. It's just so funny. I think they definitely rolled us, but you know, it was a fun experience playing against Team USA. But alright, I guess we can go back from the top since I wasn't really explaining anything. I was just I was just saying like how fucking funny it was. Okay, so in their team comp with US, they have Ryan, Genji, Sim. They want to try like Super, like they want to try and get a hard engage on top of them, so then Super can get value while Corey builds up his beam, and then Sinatra is just kind of doing Genji things. Honestly, personally, I don't understand why the Genji over like a Doomfist or something. I think it's just because Super's like, hey, I'm having fun, so Sinatra wants to have fun too. I think that's the only like viable thing. I don't see why Genji is in here. I think Doom or Reaper is just better, but you know, I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm not Overwatch League coach. I don't understand why Genji is there compared to other heroes. So I think it was just, honestly, I think it's just like a meme or something. I literally cannot think of one reason why Genji is better than like Doomfist in any situation. Like I just think Doom is better. Like even if you're gonna run Reinhardt, you know, because Doom just gets value. So Super wants to try and push up here. He wants to try and hold him at the doors, so he can get the swing value from playing behind a wall, so he doesn't get killed here. And South Korea kind of just wants to get into like a brawl because they should, if they can focus down Super, they should win with this team comp. Or because Super's gonna have to hold shield or get like Reaper, whatever, shot in the face. Oh shit. Alright, so now they're just trying to get set up on point. They have the treasure stuff set on point here. Now Super pretty much just wants to play point since they have the whatever symmetric things. Like you can see like they're just playing up, but they're not trying to like hard engage. They'll probably push out after they like get the point. They get like an advantage. So now since they got the pick and they got point, now they're pushing out. But before then, it was they're playing smart where they're not like overextending. They're all playing together. So that was really good, just positioning and play by Yos here. You talked about how from this is a plan was to get Genji deflect on more orb or something. Oh, so force a Bedosin back. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I guess that works, yeah. That's fucking nice. Good teleport shatter. I like it. And then Super uses the teleport to get out. So it's just honestly, they're just using this comp really freaking well. Super's almost like another shatter too. So it's just US is doing a really good job on taking the fight to them and using the advantages that they have. Yeah, Goats 2.0. The shadow, yeah. So then now they have another shadow coming up. They have their blade. This is actually, since it's 60%, this is actually probably going to be the last fight if US can win. So you probably see them using like whatever most of their rolls. Sinatra will go for a blade, then you know Corey should use his like wall. And for South Korea, they really only have their bongos and Doom closing and beat, so they've had to play this one like a little bit like slower, build ults, and then taking the engage there, since it's gonna be last fight anyways when they rotate. So they're trying to go. They're going through top. There's the Genji blade by Snatcher, gets countered by the beat. The Shadow's fucking huge too. Honestly, I think Sinatra just... Honestly, it's a feels bad man on the blade. But I think he just gets hard... Was it focus here? Alright, so he gets booped back, and then he can't really do anything, yeah. Yeah, that's, you know, that's why Genji's a feels bad man, dude. What do you do? What do you do, man? But space to put in some work, let me tell you. Yeah, the Junkrat pick, I'm not understanding why the Junkrat pick either here. But we'll go back to Super here. I mean, I can see maybe it's because they're going to be fighting on point. They can probably get a lot of value out of Junk. But I still think Doom is probably the more safer pick, and your transition's better. So if they lose the fight, then they're going to swap off to Reaper Doom anyways. So Doom probably gets it the same amount of time. So I think Doom would have just been better to pick. It would have been the smarter pick because then the transition's over. Alright, this is a good counter pin on the Doom. Before he goes down, he comes out. Super's just trying to play this left corner here as much as he can. Now he gets ulted up, so nothing much he can do there. They just don't have they don't have like a hard enough DPS, and then now here comes the swaps. Here comes the swaps. Aren't you on a WoW raid right about now? That's what's going on. This match? No, I was watching the UFC. I watched this fight, and then I left to watch the UFC fights, so I didn't get to see the finals. Nice. That was a good counter punch, and then follow up to kill Architect there, and now they're just getting the free cleanup. So it was really good by US capitalizing on that the counter punch right in front, and Team Korea did not capitalize on it. Burst damage in a trap pin. Yeah, like it can work, but it's like you can have high burst damage, but then Doom can one hit. So you can have high burst damage, Doom one hit. Doom is just like, in my eyes, it's a better value than that Junk. But yeah, they end up swapping to Doom anyways after. But I can see maybe they knew like they were gonna be fighting on point. Maybe you get a lot more like value. Maybe you get a tire in one fight and you win. Like if we would have got the tire, then Def probably would have won the game. But let's go Super, make it. Damn. Using Custer for shield break instead of Ryan. I guess that's kind of maybe. Well, with Ryan, you're not playing for shield break. You're playing to kill passively because Ryan's damage doesn't go through a shield, and they're using Symmetra anyways, which is like just charges on the shield. So, I mean, if they want to do like their comp anyways, I think Doom is just even better anyways, because then you're just swinging through shields, you're engaging through shields type of thing. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe just he felt the J-Sil, man. He felt the J-Sil. All right, so both teams running the Reaper Doom here. Super's got actually a way better aggressive positioning, so by pushing up to here, they actually can force them to try and push through this choke, and then now they can get punched to like the wall. So I actually like this like aggressive push by Super here to hold as much space as possible. So now see it forces them back to in this like little corner, and now they can play on this left as much as they want. And now they have point control. So this is just really good aggression by US, keeping in holding that space there. Because the team that gets like the push onto them usually wins. The team that like pushes is because you can get like the Doomfist punches. People aren't worried about getting like flanked by like a Reaper or something, and everyone's, you know, if they'll look everywhere instead of just looking down the middle, then, you know, it's not very good. Alright, so there's the Cole engage. Super's hard engaging with that. Not sure she gets taken out by Architect, but Corey's there just for cleanup. So this next fight, let's see. They have Bongos, Reaper, and Doomult, and Sig. They actually have 4 ultimates coming up here. And South Korea doesn't actually really have anything, so we'll probably see Super. Honestly, we'll probably see Super using, because he's going to get Bongos first. He's probably going to Bongo their neutral, and then we'll see whoever DPS gets their ult first is probably going to use that, and they're going to save that one because they need it. They need it because it's only 45, so they need to save at least 2 ults. So they're probably calling right now to either probably going to use Bongos, and then they're probably going to save Sig, and they're going to use either like Doom or Reaper. I would think it'd be like the best play because you need to be able to have ultimates for the next fight as well. And they don't have anything just yet. So there's the Doom ult. Now there's the Bongos. And they'll probably just try and win with these 2. Oh, I guess they used their Reaper on top, but I guess just press Q, man. So going into this next fight, South Korea does have an ult advantage now since they don't have the Reaper. They only have their Sig ultimate in beat, while South Korea does have their Bongos, Reaper ult, and Doomfist ult here. So I think it was a little bit of an overall to use the Reaper ult, so now they don't have it on this engage, but so South Korea is going to look to, they're probably going to Bongo either on the steps or actually they know they don't have Cole, so they actually can just Bongo like wherever, probably on the hard engage, and then they're probably just going to look for their pull Doom or enable their Reaper ult. So there's the Sig ult, there's the pull, there's the Doom ult on top. Nice. And Architect actually just hard to cleans. And they didn't even use Bongos there. Ma's actually really good without, like, not... They actually don't like to use their Bongos when they're using Doom. I think maybe if Doom didn't get any picks, then they'd probably use Bongos to capitalize on it. But, yeah, they kind of just been winning with their, like, pull Doom ults, which is actually pretty amazing. When does the competitive season end? I think, like, 2 days. 2 days it ends. Okay, so this next fight, they're going to use Bongo Reaper ult for South Korea. United States don't really have any ults. It's only 14%. So I think US needs to just dry fight this. I wouldn't be surprised if Rockets does use Cole maybe to force out another ultimate. Because if he uses Cole, maybe he gets out their Cole and maybe like a Reaper or something. But in the best case scenario, US doesn't use any ultimates. South Korea is probably going to use their Bongo Reaper ult here and maybe Cole. So here we're just trying to do a dry fight, get as many ultimates as possible, and try not to waste anything. So there's their Bongos, there's their Cole. Moth actually they're investing ultimates. All right, they're actually trying to win it. There's the Sig ult. Oh wow, it's actually a dirty pull on Architect. But they're actually winning it. Maybe. So Architect's dropping out for ultimate. Super's getting close to his Bongos here. Can't quite get it up, but South Korea does have to change here. I want to check back and look at this whole thing, because I literally think that they should have just they should have dry fought this. Okay, let's go back a little bit more. Oops. Okay, maybe I'll go back a little bit more. Okay. Okay. All right. Nope. A little bit more. As they're coming through the choke. Okay, here we go. All right. What do they see? Okay, so Super drops down. They use the bongos. There's the Cole. Carpe ults. I think Moth just ults to stay alive. Carpe's on the flank. There's the Sigil comes out. I don't know. I think US definitely could have. They still get the cap for a little bit, but I think they could have, since they're at 97, all they need is one decisive fight to win. I think they could have just took a dry fight, took out all of South Korea's ults, and then use their ults next fight and win. Because otherwise, now they're in. Oh, well, I guess they forced South Korea to use like all their ultimates anyways, so now US comes back with like 5 somehow. They build all their ultimates again, which is crazy. So now they have 6 ultimates. South Korea has none, so US definitely wins this. They've been hitting Ocom somehow. Yeah, that's why. That's why I don't understand. They literally use like all their ults, but they're up in Ulcon. I think they just use support ultimates. Is that all they used? Okay, so they have both support ultimates, but they have nothing else. I guess the beat and the Cole allows, yeah, Sinatra and Corey to build all their ultimates. So it works out to where their support ultimates yeah, because South Korea, since they know they have to cap the point, they're investing right when they get their ultimates. They're getting its architect, like, right when they get their ultimates, they're using it right away. So it does work out in US's favor to make these long, drawn-out fights, because Korea knows they can't lose a single fight. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it plays out in the end, but I mean, it could have definitely been bad. But yeah, so now US goes into the next fight with almost 6 ultimates. But yeah, I think the only reason why they're up ahead in ult now is because South Korea knew right when they got ultimates, they literally just popped it instead of US where they used it. Now they just saved for like the next round. So coming in here, there's the Bongo Reaper ults by Super and Corey, and it's just Corey clean in house. So it's the same thing, like, yeah. They just had 6 ultimates from, I guess, the support ultimates, so they're doing pretty well. Was that planned? I don't think that was planned. I did not think that they thought that, hey, let's use support ults and let everybody else build their ultimates. I don't think that was planned. It just kind of like worked out. Maybe it was planned. But I think they tried to win the fight, and then since South Korea couldn't lose the fight, they had to use ults. And then when US, when they're getting close to their ultimates, they just did it, like, they didn't have to use them. If they were winning, they probably would have used them there. But I think South Korea was just in a bad spot since they couldn't lose a single fight, and they just popped them around and they got them, and US didn't have to. So it definitely worked out for them. Here, I guess we'll finish off by watching Corey just kill everybody one more time. So they're pushing up here. Super's gonna look to get, there's the good bongos, they're all together. And bang, 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 dude. The final thing. Corey just doing what Corey does best, dude. He's in the house, boys. Corey is in the house. But yeah, honestly, it was, I think United States played way more clean than South Korea did in terms of like ult usage, except for those couple tiny things that we have no idea like about. But other than that, like, I think, yeah, US just played a lot more like together and had better like planning and stuff. And because of that, they ended up winning. Like, South Korea definitely over ulted way too many times, and then going into those fights, they just lose the next fight, and then having like time on the time bank, and especially in Koth rounds and stuff, that you pretty much, it's hard to win without those ultimates. But yeah, I think that now sums up, yeah, that's all of the game 5s. So I mean, I hope that was helpful for you guys that were, wanting to try and learn some of the rest. I know we're focusing on like super a lot, just because, since I'm a main tank, whatever, I want to try and I can give better insight on the main tank, and I think it can help a lot of players like get better just by watching like the pros and knowing like why they do what they do, where they're positioning, and all that stuff. So yeah.